Boss Blitz is an event unique to the Festival of Four Winds or the current annual festival active in Guild Wars 2. During this festival, you can use hot air balloons at any of the racial capital cities to enter the Crown Pavilion where the event takes place, and the Crown Pavilion is a circular map divided into 6 sections, each section containing a different type of enemy. To start Boss Blitz, players will need to kill any of these enemies around the map in order to complete Boss Blitz preparations. During this event, you can check the progress on the right-hand side of the screen in the event UI, and you're basically just trying to fill up the bar. Once completed, everyone around the map needs to split up evenly at each section of the Crown Pavilion, waiting for the main event to start, and at the start of the Boss Blitz, a boss will spawn at each one of those 6 sections, and of course, to complete the event, players will need to defeat all 6 bosses. The rewards you get are based off of how long it takes to do this, and the reward you're after are some festival tokens as well as some champ bags. Now this video is only really concerned with getting the gold reward as often as humanly possible, and that'll require everyone on the map to complete all 6 bosses in under 8 minutes. To get the gold reward every time, you'll need to cooperate with the rest of the map. Each boss has a unique ability, and when it dies, all other bosses gain that ability, making it harder for the additional groups to take out their bosses. To avoid this, you'll want to hold each boss at 10% until all groups have reached 10%. While holding, it's important that everyone do at least a little bit of damage to the boss or its health might reset, and if you have to start the fight all over again, it's unlikely that anyone's going to get this thing done in under 8 minutes. With that in mind, once all bosses are around 10%, your commander will call out a burn phase to finish off the last of your boss's health, and ideally everyone's going to complete their boss at the same time, but if you should finish earlier than the other groups, you can remain in your section, farming any of the enemies in the area for some achievements, or you can take the center waypoint to browse some vendors while you wait for other bosses to finish. Do not help other groups. Doing so will scale the boss, increasing the time it takes to kill and making it way harder to get the gold reward. The best thing you can do if you want to support other groups is while you're fighting any one of these bosses, you should bring some crowd control abilities and try to break the defiance bar of your boss as often as humanly possible. Breaking the defiance bar will stun your boss, allowing you to do a bit more damage, but every time that defiance bar is broken, all other groups will receive boons, making their kill a little bit easier. For the best experience, you should probably also have ready access to both squad and map chat during the event. Squad chat is where the commander will usually call for a hold or burn phase, and map chat is where other groups fighting the other bosses will post how much health their bosses have remaining. With all of that in mind, just make sure that you use the looking for group tool to find yourself a dedicated squad, and pay attention to the chat so you can follow the instructions given by that squad, and you should have no problem farming the gold reward on loop until this event ends August 20th. As always, thank you for watching any one of my videos. I hope you have a super swell day, and hopefully I'll see you in game.